Patrick Mahomes had the worst passer rating of his career, but still made some of the most impressive throws you'll ever see in the Super Bowl. So does the loss leave a mark on Mahomes' resume? I'm Robin Lundberg here now with Ben Pickman and the fantasy exec Corey Parson. And guys, I would say it does only in the context of him catching Tom Brady, right? Like this is a roadblock to ever catching Tom Brady. But when you're looking at through a normal context, I mean, clearly he was under duress, the most pressure the quarterback's ever been in the Super Bowl, and he still made some plays that could have changed the game, Corey.
Yeah, no, defense wins championships, and that pressure from the Buccaneers definitely played a big role on Patrick Mahomes' poor performance yesterday. You're right, he did have those crazy throws, and we know how much of a phenomenal athlete he is and what kind of arm talent he has. But listen, let's pump the brakes a little bit on a blemish on the resume. He's still very young. How do we know the year we're not in this situation a year from now and Patrick Mahomes has just knocked off Tom Brady in the Super Bowl? Then the GOAT conversation reopens again. We know what he can do with the yards. We know what he can do with the touchdowns. He has weapons like Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce around him, the perfect head coach, and Andy Reid, and of course Eric Bieniemy as his quarterback coach and offensive coordinator. So I think they're going to be set. I think it'll be fine. It was very tough, especially without Eric Fisher. You knew that Buccaneers passing attack, that rush defense was going to make it very difficult for Mahomes.
Yeah, I mean, 497 yards he ran before attempting passes. Ben, so did he play a bad game? Let me just ask you that.
I don't really think so, right? I think you hit the nail on the head, Robin. He was just fleeing, not even scrambling back there. He was more fleeing defenders trying to stay upright all game long. And he threw some of the most incredible incomplete passes I think we'll ever see. And he wasn't helped by a couple untimely drops that, maybe changed the game. Tyreek Hill's early, Darrell Williams late. There were some plays that Kansas City would like back. But I think Corey hits the nail on the head, right? I don't think from a legacy perspective, this really puts a stain on Patrick Mahomes, or we look back and look down on him. I think, if anything, the only mark it leaves is his physical mark, right? I'm sure he woke up this morning with a lot of bruises, and his turf toe doesn't feel very good. We've heard reports of offseason surgery that he's going to need on that. But, the Chiefs are going to be back. They opened as the Super Bowl favorites for next year across sports books, right? They're going to be the favorite heading into next year already. Mahomes, an MVP front runner, could very well win the MVP. And we could have this conversation next year, as Corey said, Patrick Mahomes winning another Super Bowl. But yeah, no, he didn't play poorly last night. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers deserve a lot of credit, and Mahomes is feeling it, though, from a physical perspective.
Yeah, if you were to say somebody in 3 years as a starter won an MVP, won a Super Bowl, and then lost in the Super Bowl but went to back-to-back ones, I don't really think you can say that hurts their legacy. Again, I think it's all in the build-up and the hype of Mahomes versus Brady. And the trajectory he was on, at least as far as catching Brady, maybe took a hit. But as far as Patrick Mahomes overall, I think everybody comes away thinking that kind of the same way they did going in.